Yo, what's going on? We are in the podcast studio, so we're doing a little bit different episode today. This is going to be a laid back one. What's going on? This is Everything Is, it's me, Kory, and I'm with...
It's your man, Zap.
Man, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
You've been touring the world. It's going to Omega Martin, freaking Vegas.
Oh my God.
I need to hear a story about that one.
Man. I can tell it right now. Fuck it. Omega Mart, dog, it's the craziest shit I've ever seen. Because I like weird shit. Some of the weirdest shit ever. It's inside this big ass building named Area 15. Area 15 got a bunch of different shit in there. They got like a bird simulator, like you get a bird, like virtual reality type shit. They got axe throwing in there. They got a bunch of restaurants, a crazy ass bar called Odd Bar. They have their own stuff. But then inside is a thing called Omega Mart. It looked like a little regular supermarket, but it has like some weird shit. Like they had like a bottle of hot sauce, like a bottle of wing sauce, right?
Yeah.
But on the bottle of wing sauce, they like you could shine metal with it, squirrel deterrent, great on wings, and it kills ants.
Bruh.
They had a box. They had some weird ass box of cereal in there too. They had a box of cereal that says simply doesn't have spiders in there. That was a box of cereal that was in there. Then they had another box of cereal. This is the crazy one. Had an old man and an old woman on that shit that said Room Associates. So it had some shit in there. Like I bought a bunch of shit out of there. And
so was that real product?
It's real product. It was real cereal in there. It's real product. It's just the label is just funny as hell, but it's actually real wing sauce, real cereal and stuff like that. And then they opened up this little fridge and we went inside of it. And then it was like a whole new thing in there. That's when you see all the weird shit in there, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? All the walls crazy as hell, different type of ambiance music playing and shit. Then, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was one room where it was like a bunch of flashing and shit like that too. Yeah. That was crazy as hell. And then after all that shit, we got out of there. And then they went to a bar. It was a bar inside Omega Mart, and it had like an old fashioned. It was like an old fashioned with like blue syrup in there and all that shit, but it was good. It was good to the motherfucker. And then
it's not an old fashioned,
but it's their version of an old fashioned. It's weird, man. It's weird shit. It's their version of it.
Disrespectful.
It was very disrespectful, but it was good. And then they had this other drink. It had a buzz. You heard it's called Buzz Buttons?
Nah, I ain't heard that.
Look, you like a small little thing like this. You eat it. And then when you eat that, it kind of numbs your mouth a little bit, so you can drink more.
Man, that's some weird shit.
Yeah, everything was weird in there, man, but I fucking loved it, man. If you ever in Vegas, man, go to Area 15, visit Omega Mart, just visit the whole damn thing in there. It's so much to do in there. Tell you.
You know what? That actually is a good way to pop off this whole basketball convo.
Yeah.
A report came out this week that the NBA is looking to expand to 2 more teams, and 2 locations they're looking at: Las Vegas and Seattle.
Perfect. But it's kind of weird though. You want to move some teams from the West over to the East. So I'm seeing Memphis and New Orleans.
That makes sense. That makes perfect sense.
Put them in the East.
Yep.
And then you add them 2 teams to the West. They're gonna have an expansion draft, so it's gonna be players up for that shit.
Yep.
That's gonna be kind of rough. Here's a prediction for you though.
What?
Kyle Kuzma's going to either Las Vegas or Seattle.
I would prefer Kyle Kuzma go to Seattle.
Yeah.
Because if Kyle Kuzma goes to Las Vegas,
it's over with, man.
He's about to burn Vegas.
It's over with, and out there. Oh yeah.
I've never been.
You've never been to Vegas?
I've never been to Vegas.
Dog, if you don't go this summer,
I was thinking about.
If you don't take some time, take a couple of your boys, take a couple of your niggas.
Okay, look. So look,
boys,
I was thinking about going for my 35th birthday.
Bro,
I turned 35 on July 8th.
Bro,
I was thinking about maybe making the trip.
You need to go.
Yeah, I might make that the trip. If I want to go anywhere out of the country, because I was still looking at going back to Jamaica. But if I want to go to Jamaica, it's looking like
Vegas. You better do Vegas. And the Venetian. If you get a room at the
I heard you talking about that.
That's where I have my room at. If you get a room at the Venetian, that's where you need to be. Venetian is fire.
Okay.
Fire.
Not no old looking ass room. Or
no. Well, I'll show you pictures. I got pictures of the room.
Gotcha.
But, yeah, the Venetian.
All right. I've been hearing people talk about the Bellagio.
Bellagio's cool. Bellagio cool. Cosmopolitan's cool.
I'm gonna see if that's on my Priceline discount because I book everything through Priceline.
Yeah.
So back when the team was like, I think a Vegas team would be dope because look, Vegas is already an attraction as it is. Just from everything that I read, they can't say experience it, but everything that I read, it's already an attraction. You got the Las Vegas Raiders coming in, so the Raiders are not coming over there. They brought their rich history to Vegas. So it's like, if you get a basketball team out there, they're basically going to be printing money because you go to Vegas to spend money. So you can pretty much write them tickets whenever you really want to.
Yeah.
But if you get a star out there, a star in Vegas, they're going to be like a main attraction. I think if the NBA does not put a team in Vegas, they're fooling themselves.
It'd be stupid because I'm gonna tell you this right now. Like, look what the Raiders doing. They have a club. They have a club at the end zone, dog. That is the smartest shit ever. That's how you fit with Vegas, man. Vegas is all about partying.
I saw that one of the guys that works with us, Chalk. We seen that DJ set up, and I'm like, it looked like him actually when we look at the DJ set up, the mock photos the Raiders put out.
Yeah.
It actually looks like him. But I was looking at them like, yo, that's really gonna make games go to like a different level. Like you got VIP section, you got booths, you got bottle service while you watching the Raiders. What?
Now imagine doing that for a basketball game.
It's pure stunt fest.
Man, it'll be a stunt fest. You'll be having like different rappers coming in there, banging out the booth and everything. I'm telling you, it will be.
I got a better one for you.
What's that?
Rappers, artists, period, having a residency for halftime shows. Boom.
You can do that. You can easily do that, man.
Because you killing two birds with one stone, whether you like the team or not. You can pay to watch the team and then watch so-and-so do a halftime performance.
But it can't be like no old school rapper like they usually do.
No.
Like how Detroit do, you know what I'm saying? It gotta be somebody current, man.
You know what here's what will make it enticing. Because Vegas they're the only place who'll be able to do it. The artist could do the halftime show, and then they can do a post-game performance.
Yep.
That way you can really get the true value because 20 minute show, that's not really getting the true value, but you do a 15, 20 minute show, you go, think about this. Okay, here we go. Got it. It's actually a couple different ways you can do it. Pre-game, the actual game, halftime, second half, and then a wrap-up show. So that way it's almost totaling in time a whole show.
I like it. I think that,
and you can really charge what you want for the ticket because it's like you're paying for two things at once.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot of endless possibilities of putting a team in Las Vegas. Nah, putting the team in Seattle, that's just that's just history right there.
Yeah.
It can't be no other name for that team than the Sonics.
It can't.
There cannot be no other team for that. It cannot be no other name. You can't come up there and throw a different name in there. That'd be bullshit. I don't give a fuck. When you gotta go there, it gotta be the Seattle Supersonics.
Anything else but the Seattle Supersonics is crazy. Like when Jordan got the team, to control the Bobcats, I respect him for getting rid of the Bobcats. It's gotta be the Charlotte Hornets. Charlotte Bobcats was never going to pop off at any point. The Charlotte Hornets, it's a history there.
Yeah.
Alonzo Mourning, Larry Johnson. I mean, it's.
You gotta do it right. So let me ask you this.
Baron Davis.
Exactly. So let me ask you this. Which stars you think, one star for each team, which star you think will go to Seattle and Las Vegas?
That would go?
Yeah. Well, really, like to go or get drafted. You know what I'm saying? That draft is going to happen.
To go to Vegas. Ooh, hate to say this, man. To go to Vegas, I can see John Morant.
That'd be wonderful. Here's my idea. James Harden. James Harden to Vegas, man. It's perfect. It's a perfect fucking marriage. James Harden in Vegas. Too fucking perfect, man.
Look.
Too perfect. Too perfect.
I was talking about Kyle Kuzma just being, I want to say tongue in cheek, that doesn't apply here, but James Harden in Vegas.
It's too.
It ain't enough strip clubs in the world for that.
It's too fucking perfect. That needs to happen, man. Oh, James Harden there. Oh my. Look, James Harden and Andre Drummond in Vegas.
Oh my God. That would be fucking amazing. Harden and Drummond in Vegas.
Imagine all the stories, dog. Imagine all the motherfucking stories.
All the stories. Imagine all the kids being born. Right? I'm sorry. That was wrong. Just, whoo. Oh. That would be like, ooh, I want to compare them. I'm trying to think of a tag team that I would compare them to. Like, what?
Oh, this DX all day. This Shawn Michaels Triple H all day. This Shawn Michaels Triple H all day. That's it right there. There's nothing else to do. I mean, you say them, you say the Rockers, you know what I'm saying? Like Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels. Like it can be.
You know what? Okay, I like the Rockers more.
Yeah,
I like the Rockers more because that means if you go DX, that means one of them would have to be Triple H, and none of them are the cerebralist asses. But one of them could be the Jannetty.
It's definitely Drummond. Drummond
is definitely Jannetty.
Drummond is definitely Jannetty, man. We ain't got that. We ain't got to think about that one. So, but I love that. I love that though. That will be fucking perfect for Vegas and Seattle. I believe that needs to happen. Like,
I'm wondering, but you say let's go back to that star for Seattle. Mm-hmm. That's a real tricky one because I'm thinking about who will be exiting. I'm thinking like, let me go older for this one. Cause I don't even know the timeline of how soon they would get a team in Vegas.
Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi in Seattle makes too much sense.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Kawhi
in Seattle. There it is. Kawhi in Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
that was easy. that was pretty easy. I ain't gonna lie to you. That was easy. I thought I was gonna have a hard time thinking about it, but then
yours is better than mine. I didn't even think of. I couldn't even think of them two off the top of my head.
Yeah, I was just thinking.
Me on that one.
Yeah, I was just like, it makes sense to put fucking James Harden in Las Vegas because that's fucking perfect. And then you just think about somebody who kind of fits that Seattle narrative and everything.
Yeah.
Put Kawhi Leonard over.
Quiet guy. He would have the franchise probably wrapped around his finger.
Yeah.
Cerebral player. And you know what? He also fits the history, I think, when you look at Sonics players. Like, they've had some cerebral guys. Gary Payton. Freaking Ray Allen.
Yeah.
So that, people don't give him his credit, but during his heyday, Rashard Lewis.
Oh, Rashard Lewis.
Because Rashard Lewis, he was a bucket on the Magic, but Seattle Rashard Lewis was a bucket. Man. It was bad. But sticking on basketball and things that used to be in basketball, let's talk about some players that used to be in basketball. Kwame Brown.
You talk about a man that's fed up, who kept quiet for 20 years.
20 years.
He done had so many things said about him. Stephen A. Smith went on there, called him a bona fide scrub. Pronounced his name wrong. Kwame Brown. It was just, there's only so much you can take. And for him to be kept quiet, I didn't even know the man could speak, to be honest with you.
That was my first time.
I didn't know he could speak. And he's country as hell. I didn't know that either. So, and he's a country motherfucker, man. Country. That man, you hear that man talk, man, you just hear neck bones cooking right now. So, neck bones and pinto beans.
It's that real deep southern drawl.
Yeah, but I don't have a problem with him going at people like that. You know what I'm saying? Like you said before with Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes. Who the fuck y'all to talk about me?
I'm just saying it'd be different if it was somebody like LeBron who wouldn't do it. Yeah. Kobe, who kind of did it.
But Kobe wouldn't have put him out there like that.
Kobe wouldn't have put it not like they did, like repeatedly. He wouldn't have beat the dead horse.
Yeah, not like that or like how Jordan did it.
Yeah, and then it's just the man has been taking this for 20 years.
Yeah, and he's been taking it for 20 years. You know, you looking like, okay, I ain't gonna say that, but but I think what really tipped him off, because you know what, I never thought about that. Because look, because you remember, Jalen Rose is sticking up for Kwame Brown.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. That's it, and I didn't think about the whole brotherhood thing.
Yeah, that's for me. That's where I'm glad you brought me back to my point because I kind of lost my train of thought. I was thinking like, dude, has been taking this for so long, but back to that point, it's just like NBA talks about, oh, we're a brotherhood, we're a family, and it's like, dude, y'all have the hottest podcast out right now. The hottest podcast out right now.
Huge platform.
Platform is crazy. Everybody watches All the Smoke. Everybody watches it because they've been doing a damn good job of getting some great interviews. But we're supposed to be this brotherhood, and
y'all just shit.
Y'all didn't do it once. Y'all did it twice. Because the first time it was just like, only one player. There's only one player, and I'm like, okay, y'all didn't have to reiterate. Like if you just said it the first time, okay, whatever. But the second and third time, like, hey, back up, chill. And then the next week, when Gilbert Arenas was, I think Gilbert Arenas, his criticism was fair. It was like how he tells it.
Yeah,
Gilbert tells it harsh because that's just how he talks. But he still made the points of like, hey, Jordan damn near killed his confidence.
Yeah, and he said, like, I see him in practice, that man can ball in practice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but then Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes, the nonverbals, all the looking, it was, what more did you, it was the fact that it was them. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like it was somebody like Kobe, like I said, back to that point, it wasn't like somebody like it was Kobe or LeBron or the upper echelon. It's guys who were journeymen, just like me, like Steven Jackson. Like you scored double digits for your career, like 15.1 points per game, but because that's really the best you've really done per game for his career. He scored 20 points per game a couple of seasons, like 4 seasons in that stretch, but it's like you was never that guy. You was never that dude like that. And then Matt Barnes, dude, you've been on like 10 teams.
I ain't gonna lie to you. How I know about Matt Barnes with that shit, that situation with Kobe Bryant. That's how I know about Matt Barnes.
Yeah.
That's how I know about it.
I didn't know about Matt Barnes until the fake basketball throw.
And then Kobe punked him on that shit, which was vicious as hell. He was just like...
And then Matt Barnes joined the Lakers. but not even to get on Matt Barnes, it was just like, dude, you averaged 8.2 points a game. I averaged 6.6 points per game for my career. Like, I've made damn near double what you've made. Why you talking to me like I ain't that dude? Like, you played, 13, 14 years? I played 12 years. Like, you're not a bust if you're playing...
If you're still getting calls and still getting signed, you're not a bust.
Yeah, like, dude got signed at 17. Just like, did he live up to number 1 draft pick potential? No, he did not. But he's not. You can't call Kwame Brown a bust. You don't play over a decade and get paid over $64 million if you're a bust.
Now, a bust is, you want to put it out there, Anthony Bennett. Oh, that's a bust.
Yes,
that's a bust.
That's definitely a bust. He came and went. Yeah, definitely a bust. But
what team drafted? Was that Cleveland? What up, Dan Campbell?
It was definitely Cleveland.
What up, Dan?
I've never been more shocked at the number 1 pick. I was like,
that was nah. Yeah, I didn't hear nothing about him. He came out of nowhere.
I heard about him draft night.
That's it. He came out.
And that was the last time I heard about him because he ain't making no noise in the league.
Bro, it made no sense.
Let me look it up real quick, guys. I know basketball, but I do not remember that draft off the top of my head.
Nah, it was just. I think it was a pretty bad draft. Though.
Yeah, it was a bad draft, but I'm pretty sure that somebody else came out of there besides Anthony Bennett. Like, dude. But what do you think about him going at you know what I liked about Kwame Brown's response though? Before I get to the other point, I liked what somebody didn't say. I like what Stephen A. Smith didn't say.
Oh, he just kept quiet. He's like, we done talked about this man for this amount of time. I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah.
But then Stephen A. Smith did go on a radio show.
Oh, okay, didn't know that.
Yeah, he did. I don't know if it was, he did go on his radio show and he clarified it. And he said, and that's what Kwame was saying. Like, that's why I know the higher ups was telling you to say this about me, because Stephen A. admitted that. Like, somebody said that, and then I repeated it. So,
I mean, it's. I
the
feel that,
whole bona fide scrub thing.
Yeah,
That's what
I feel that. I mean, what is the show called? Everything is.
Yeah.
What inspired it? Everything is wrestling.
Everything is wrestling. You're absolutely right. I think
He got that Vince McMahon script from somebody.
Yeah, exactly. He got that script and he played along with it, and Kwame called him out on that. And then, where Stephen A. messed up at, he went on there and you lightweight admitted that, and Kwame's like, I told you.
Oh, pull up the draft.
Oh yeah.
Anthony Bennett. Here's the order.
Okay.
Anthony Bennett, Victor Oladipo, Alvin Porter Jr., Cody Zeller, Alex Lynn, Nerlens Noel, Ben McLemore,
God.
Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Now here's what's crazy. Here's what some of the better players were on the back end of this.
Yep.
Trey Burke, C.J. McCollum, Michael Carter-Williams, Steven Adams, Kelly Olynyk, Shabazz Muhammad, Giannis Antetokounmpo at number 15.
It was.
Rudy Gobert down there later on, but that was a bad draft.
I mean, it was some gems in there, but yeah, it was definitely a horrible draft.
But back to Kwame. I don't really have no problem with what he got to say. You know, that man reacted how he reacted. Everybody has a breaking point, and I think that the one thing that Kwame Brown messed up on in this whole scenario is I would say right now that you've gotten your point across, I'll go ahead and just let it go.
I think the reason why he's not letting it go, he's building a platform.
He's about to cash in on this.
He's about to cash in off of that. He's built a platform because last week he just dropped. They did a video about maybe an hour and a half ago.
Mm-hmm.
Had 113K views on it. So yeah, he's about to build a platform right now. That's what he's doing. Because remember, Matt Barnes just come on our show. We had this talk. He said no. Like, what am I coming on your show for? So I can give you the numbers I'm about to get? No. So
that's a great point. That's a great point because they win.
Yeah, they went to get him on there, and he like, nah, I'm gonna do this myself. So I'm gonna keep this going. You guys want to play games? Now you want to fight? I'm not gonna fight y'all because you said this is all jokes. So I'm gonna keep it jokes. I'm gonna keep joking on y'all, and I'm gonna build my fan base. Cause I was paying attention to it. His first live, he had about 100 something. He had about 100 something viewers. Mm-hmm. Second live jumped to 300. Now it's at 1.3K viewers for each live he's doing right now. So he knows what he's doing. That's why he's not gonna stop talking. He said, "I'll stop talking. Y'all apologize to me." It's all mind games, dog. You know what I'm saying? He got this ball in his court. He about to go ahead and capitalize off of this. You know, everybody talking about he needs a podcast now and all that other stuff. This man ain't stupid. He's not stupid. You know, he said some things I didn't agree with.
Yeah.
He said a couple things I didn't agree with. I'm not gonna talk about it on here, but he said some things I didn't agree with. But you know, everything else is like it's fair game.
Fair game.
Fair game. Y'all don't talk. And I respect Steve. I respect Steven Jackson. I respect Mac Barnes.
Yeah.
But y'all was talking crazy about this man, so of course he's gonna go ahead and
again, I think it's because it was them.
Yeah, it was them.
It was them.
He didn't go hard at Gilbert Arenas. He was like, Gil, you know what I'm about. And Gil was like, yeah, I seen you in action. I already know what you about. He's like, man, like, Kwame ain't got no problem with you. You know what I'm saying? And lo and behold, you know what I'm saying? And he was like, shout out to Gil. He shouted out Gil, you know? But I think what Kwame's doing right now, everybody is talking about him, he's going to say something about them. And you talk about him in a negative light, he's going to say something about you.
Yeah.
And you know what? And even then, I remember that interview when Jalen Rose was sticking up for Kwame Brown. I'm like, I thought Jalen Rose was tripping. As I got older and see it now, I understand. Because if people want to be real about it, they can try to call Jalen Rose a bust.
Yeah.
But they can't because Jalen Rose been in the league for a long time.
And one thing that I was told, and I still believe it to be true, the person you think is a bust in the NBA is going to take an average cat out on the court and work her.
Did you see that deal with Brian Scalabrine? And that one
I heard about it.
Man, Brian bust his ass, dude. The guy kept talking shit about Brian Scalabrine. He's like, you trash. He's like, let's play for your shoes here. And Brian Scalabrine did that old man footwork, put the body on him, all that, man. That little man didn't know what to do. If you go to the NBA, if you're in the NBA, you're not trash. Anthony Bennett may be a bust, but I guarantee you, he'll be on that court, he will bust your ass on that court.
When we call Anthony Bennett a bust, we call him a bust by NBA standards. Not a bust in life, because you are not a bust at that level. I mean, shoot. Darko is a bust by NBA level.
Darko bust your ass on that court.
Darko's a bust by NBA standards, but an average person, Darko about to work your ass.
He'll bust your ass in that court, dog. He will bust your ass in that court. They gotta, you gotta realize that. Even just because you probably the best hooper in your rec league or something like that, or you're the best hooper in your hood or anything else like that. Don't try to go up to these professional NBA players and try to talk crap like, oh, you trash. Carlos Arroyo, he was busting people's ass.
I still want to see this matchup happen because remember, a couple of months ago, Saba Baby said he'd take Killian Hayes one-on-one.
He don't want to do that.
I don't think he want that smoke, but
he don't want to do that.
I'm just saying.
He don't want to do that.
He on camera.
I mean, yeah, we seen it, but he don't want to do that. I'm gonna tell you that.
But one more thing I gotta get into.
Okay.
We gotta get into PETA and the Lions.
So what happened exactly? I didn't catch that.
So Dan Campbell, Detroit Lions head coach Dan Campbell, in one of these recent interviews, he was talking about that he wanted a lion at the field in a cage. He would have on a chain, have a real lion. The comment was tongue in cheek. He didn't mean it. But PETA sent a letter condemning him, and it's like they're going to give him like a plush lion instead that he could have out there. But it was weird. Matter of fact, you know what? Instead of just, I'm going to read the letter to you guys.
I got to hear this one.
I'm sorry. Let me just read the letter to you guys. And it was
I got to hear this one.
It was pretty interesting. Dear Coach Campbell, congratulations on your new role as head coach of the Detroit Lions. We heard your comments made in jest about acquiring a lion to keep as a quote-unquote pet at the team facilities. As you mentioned, lions are wild animals and they don't belong in football stadiums or at roadside zoos or in people's backyards. Fortunately, the world is more aware now than ever before of the suffering endured by exotic animals when they're condemned to live in a barren cage, forced to interact with members of the public, and coerced into doing demeaning tricks at the end of a chain or under the threat of being whipped. And this awareness has meant that more decrepit roadside zoos that are incapable of taking care of animals have been shut down, abusive exhibitors have lost their licenses or even gone to prison, and previously exploiting big cats have found new homes in accredited sanctuaries. I can't believe this letter is still this long. So while the Detroit Lions should remain the only Lions at Ford Field, we thought we would send you an addition to your team. Meet Dan Detroit the Lion. It's a plush animal. So making Dan Detroit part of the Detroit Lions entourage will encourage an end to the abuse and exploitation of lions and other big cats as mascots or props, and a spare wild animal a lifetime of suffering. He's a symbol of support for all lions, both on and off the field. All the best, Rachel Stotts, Celebrity Relations Manager, PETA.
Number one, they ignorant for naming the plush animal after Dan Campbell.
Dan
Detroit. That's ignorant as hell. Number two, Rachel Stotts. Fucking relax. It was a fucking joke. Relax. God damn, relax. They not about to do that shit, man. Dan Campbell is he's hardcore. Dan Campbell is hardcore.
I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I believe him. I thought he's about to be on some Nino Brown shit.
Man,
have a line chain.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Sheila Ford was not about to let that shit happen. She like, oh fuck no. She was like, oh, fuck that. We're not doing that shit. I love you, Dan, but no, we're not doing that.
Oh
shit.
man, imagine the line getting fucking loose on the field.
Exactly. That's a goddamn hazard. That's not gonna happen. He was just talking shit. Number 3, I'm gonna say this about PETA. They are fucking crazy. You wanna know why? One of them ran up on Gucci Mane.
Wait a minute. What?
A guy, it was a guy and a girl from PETA. They were protesting Gucci Mane. He was at a photo shoot or whatever he was. They ran up on him and started protesting right there. And they had to get escorted out of there on Gucci Mane. This is Gucci Mane that got out of jail, lost all the weight, improved his life. Now, if this was truck guy Gucci Mane,
he'd be in jail.
Yeah, exactly. He'd been in jail even longer now. He's probably been getting out now. So they're fucking crazy. PETA is fucking nuts.
All right, they
are nuts. They are nuts, man. And I'm probably gonna catch a lot of things, but they're fucking crazy. They're fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's a joke.
It's a joke. But shout out to y'all being petty as hell for giving a plush lion naming it Dan Detroit. That's fucking hilarious. That is hilarious.
Dan Detroit, the lion.
That's hilarious, man.
They have a whack ass name.
It's such a whack ass name. That's how petty the motherfuckers is, man. You got beef for PETA, man.
Man.
PETA's out there goddamn line for that one.
Okay. That was my response. I'm like, wow, this is what we're really doing. Okay. All right.
But they love to do shit like this because you know why? It brings attention to them.
Oh yeah,
it brings attention to them.
It's great publicity for them.
That's all they do. They always do this shit. Like they always do this. I think who's beefing with them? It's some place in Chicago or something like that that's beefing with PETA, and they always tell us you need to go vegan. Well, yeah, vegan this. They'll put a plate of meat or something like that. So I forgot the name of the place. But they Twitter pages be going back and forth at it all the time. It's fucking hilarious.
Man, we need some new sports news. We need some new news to come out. This has been a weird past couple of weeks, and just sports in general, and just all kind of news. Like,
what it feels like to me, man. It feels like more like celebrity hip hop news than it does sports. The Kwame Brown situation, the whole Dan Campbell stuff. Feel like you know what I'm saying.
It's feeling like wrestling for real now.
Yeah, it is wrestling. Yeah, definitely. We getting dominated by Joe Budden and Kwame Brown this week.
Damn, this is where we're at.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh god. All right. So to wrap this thing up, and let's go ahead and go strong because I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm still trying to figure out how I feel about this. LeBron James and the finger poke of doom.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna be real. Being poked in the eye is no joke.
It is.
It's no joke. But when my man said I was seeing 3 rims and I was trying to shoot for the middle one.
That man was talking about that finger poke and a concussion. Look, LeBron is a fucking salesman, dog. He will sell the shit out of anything.
I was just like, really, dude?
Oh my god.
Really? This is what we're doing right now, dude?
That's LeBron.
A finger poke of doom. I was seeing 3 and I shot for the middle one.
He had to sell it, man.
It's like, I have never heard a guy say so many different things to try to uphold that legacy or create the mystique. Like, this dude, instead of like letting the mystique be organic and let other people tell the story, he has to put the narrative out there about the mystique.
Yeah, because I fell asleep. That's why I came back to Vegas. I went to sleep. And then I woke up the next day and I see everybody talking about this, and then I see that. And then I see him on the ground, like selling the hell out of that shit. And then he was just saying, like, so just
Space Jam ain't even drop yet. He's trying to get that Oscar early.
This is why Draymond Green be talking shit about LeBron like that. Because of shit like that, man. Like, I was seeing 3. So I shot for the middle hoop. LeBron, get the fuck out of here.
They have an interesting relationship as well because they're, on the same, represented by the same agency, even though it's quote unquote LeBron's.
Mm.
But they're represented by the same agency, and then Draymond is a part of The Uninterrupted. So, yeah. But I know Draymond gonna be like, man, why you always acting?
Why you always why do you gotta make a narrative about everything, man? Like, just say you just
and the thing is, he be staying down there forever. He be selling it. I'm like, yo, get your ass up, Ric Flair.
All you had to do was just hit the shot and say, like, yeah, I made the shot. Here we are. You know what I'm saying? All you had to do was just make the shot. Like, I hit the shot. That's what it is. Now, what I don't like is when they were trying to call it luck. Like, I think that was a clutch ass.
Okay, look.
That was a clutch shot. You got to give him a round.
I think all clutch shots have a little bit of luck, but I think when you try to reduce it to luck,
just all.
That's don't call it luck. It's a clutch shot.
I mean, his whole explanation of the shot is bullshit. We'll say that.
The explanation for why he hit it is BS. You don't have to make the legend any more than what it is. You hit a jumper from the logo. Like, you don't gotta make it. You don't gotta polish it up and make it any more fancier. It's a jumper from the logo to win the game.
Yeah,
but
I caught the finger poke. I was seeing 3 hoops and I shot for the middle and everything else. Like, bro, come on, man.
Terrible.
That man talking like he got hit with a concussion. Like, that finger poke fucked him up like that.
And it's not the first time he's done it either. It's like he has a history of just these theatrics. And you don't need a LeBron. You are in the conversation of one of the best ever. I'm not going to call you the GOAT, but you're definitely in the conversation of one of the greatest who ever played the game. You're definitely one of the best I've ever seen.
He's still playing at a high level at this age, man. So
assless. Wow. I said this the other day on my Facebook. I said that LeBron James is the only NBA player who has played his entire career in his prime. He's played his entire career in his prime. Outside of his rookie year, where he averaged 20 points, he hasn't averaged less than 25 points a game. Like,
it's insane.
His whole career.
It's really insane, dog. Like, you never gonna see anything like that.
You're never going to see nothing like that again. That's
why I'm having, like, anybody want to call him a GOAT, I understand.
I just don't think he's a GOAT.
Yeah.
But
I understand, though, because you got to think about that. Like you said, he played in his prime for his whole career and didn't average anything under 25 points since his rookie season. That's incredible.
That's dumb.
That's incredible.
That's dumb.
That's fucking incredible, man. So you got to kind of look at that. But, man.
It's hard, man.
Yeah, it's hard. So, I just think now with, modern medicine, technology, and all the other shit, I think LeBron going to end up playing till like 42 or 43. He's going to play with his son.
Yeah, he's getting at least a year or two in with his son. And the thing about it is he's gonna break Kareem's record, pending health. Everybody. Yeah. And here's the one thing I don't like. A lot of people like to be like, oh, he's scoring a lot because he's played a long time. I'm like, shit, Kareem played like damn near 20 years. Kobe played 20 years to get to that number. So LeBron's gonna play 20 years and get
so Kobe's like number 3 and number 2.
You said what?
Kobe's like number 3 and number 2. I think he's number 3.
Kobe's number 4 now.
Oh, he's number 4.
LeBron passed
him up, yeah.
Yeah. And what's crazy though is if Kobe never got injured, Kobe probably would have retired as 2.
Yeah, I think he would have, because he would have passed Karl Malone.
If Kobe didn't get injured, Kobe would have passed Karl Malone, but I don't know if he would have passed Kareem.
No, Kareem is a huge feat.
The thing is, I think LeBron might have a chance to pass Kareem.
Like I said, if he playing till like 42, 43, and he's still playing like this. If we go a little bit under that, I think he can do it.
I don't think LeBron James will let us see him average under 22 points.
No, not at all.
Nope.
He's gonna develop a better jumper too. He's been hitting them threes.
His 3-point game has been going crazy.
Yeah, he's been hitting them threes. So I see. He's been working on his jumper. He get that mid range going.
And the thing is, he has to. And the people thought I was hating when I was saying like, well, he's changed his game right now. I'm like, he's changed it slightly. He hasn't really fully changed.
He's kind of fully about to embrace that.
And that's what I'm saying. He's going to play longer. Like, what you would have changed the game for to play longer?
Yes.
That's the point. Yes. I would love to see him play longer. Him change his game and play longer. Yes. You want to see him break the record? I'm not the biggest fan, but he's still an attraction to watch basketball. He still garners ratings. Like, we're not going to see another one of them, so why not see this one play as long as he can?
Exactly. Like, we might not even see another Steph Curry. That shit is...
Steph dumb. And I say Steph ruined basketball because everybody think you can hit them shots. And you can't. Dame can kind of hit them. But Dame can't hit them with the consistency that Steph does.
Steph Curry's... Like, only one I think that could be consistent with him is Clay.
Clay don't hit them okay, see, Clay is consistent with him in volume, maybe not range.
Yeah, not range, no, but Clay can hit that.
But Clay will...
Hey, I miss Klay Thompson, though. I'll be glad when he come back, man. I miss Clay. I ain't gonna lie to you, I miss Clay.
Thing is, when Clay get hot, Clay don't miss.
He don't miss.
It's like...
It's dangerous, dog.
I will say this. Curry's threes are more demoralizing. Clay getting hot is just like... It's like frantic, because it's like... Clay see a couple go down the road, it's going to be a long night.
Now, I'm going to tell you this, though. Because everybody's putting the Warriors out. Clay comes back, and then...
They're back to favorites.
They're back to favorites. Clay comes back, they're back to favorites. Wiseman, he's improved. That's going to be scary. So...
And now he has a full year of comfortability with Andrew Wiggins, whose game started to get better as the season went on.
That man was playing defense.
Thing about it is... I kept trying to tell people, you're not going to sit up here and tell me that Harrison Barnes is better than Andrew Wiggins. You're not.
No, you're not.
All I said is that Andrew Wiggins needed a good change of scenery. He's going to be now with Clay and Steph. Wiseman coming back. I don't know what they do about Draymond, but if Draymond come back, I mean...
I think they're going to keep Draymond because Draymond defense.
Yeah, and he's going to hurt it. I think Draymond really showed his worth in that last game, too, against AD, because he put...
Yeah, you're not letting Draymond go. You're not going to let Draymond go. You're probably not going to pay him as much, but you're not going to let him go. You're not going to let that man go. You can't let him go. I'm sorry. You put that man on another team somewhere? Like, say, the Detroit motherfucking Pistons. You bring him over here. You know what I'm saying? He can be the leader. You can be the leader of this shit, the defensive. You know what I'm saying? He can dish that ball out. He can get triple doubles and shit. Man,
I'm just imagining Isaiah Stewart and Draymond in the post.
God, man.
That'd be some ugly defense.
Sadiq, Jeremy.
So Sadiq would have to go up. Sadiq would definitely have to end up playing the two then.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, true.
Because I think Jeremy was the stretch four.
Yeah, Jeremy.
So Jeremy would have to move to the three, and then Sadiq would have to play the two. I really don't know how to make that work.
Yeah, to put Kenny Hayes at the one, hey man, look. I'm gonna say this about Kelly. Let that man develop. Let him develop.
After D Rose left, he started getting better.
Yeah.
After D Rose
let that man
D
develop.
Rose, freaking 6th man of the year, about to win it.
Yeah, he definitely gonna win that, but let that man develop, let him do his thing. That's it. Everybody complain like she got Halliburton and all this other stuff, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to hear that shit. Let that man develop, dog. Cause he was playing like he had five assists a game, dog, for a stretch.
We're seeing flashes.
Yeah, we're seeing flashes.
Okay,
I see what you're doing. Here's another thing to do. I'm not doubting Troy Reaver because that man hit it on the nose with Sadiq Bey and Isaiah Stewart.
And remember, people were saying the Pistons reached on Sadiq Bey on Isaiah Stewart.
No, they did not. Do you see that man up there? He punked out Blake Griffin.
He punked out Giannis.
Yeah, he punked out Giannis too.
Yeah, Giannis and Thanos walk up on him, run up on him, like, what up?
And I'm gonna tell you one thing, dog. Drummond ain't got that beast.
Nah.
He ain't got that beast in him.
But you know what? Hopefully next week we'll have a guest that does have that beast in him. I'm gonna work on something. But you know what? Let's get out of here.
Definitely.
So Thank you for tuning in to Everything Is This Week. This is your man's Kory.
It's your man Van P.
We are out.
See you next week.